Welcome back, this is M-Dog, and we are here in the... Why can't I remember? Something in Waddle Inn, right? Do we have a free silver present? We got some Virtue XP, that's always good. What do you have? New mail. A horse, of course. Alright, so welcome back. This is our series that we're really focused on just doing a playthrough for now. Mostly focusing on the epic storyline. If you want to read more of the side quests and stuff, I mean, I just recommend you play the game at that point. Like, there's some really good storylines with the side quests, some good writing, some good twists and turns. It's interesting. If you're the kind of MMO player who's able to sort of slow down and enjoy some of that content, then this is a great one to do that with. But this is already such a huge task to try to play an MMO like this. So for our purposes here, we are going to definitely focus on the epic storyline. Okay, so I think we were going to just start questing Alf to the east here, correct? I believe that's the last thing we were going to do. So if you look at our the quests we currently have, a lot of them are going to be in the same area. So we have several Breland quests and this prologue to finding Amdir. I think it's worth, even though technically we could just focus on the epic quest right now, I always enjoy this little questing area as a place to get sort of a jump start on our XP and all of that. So notice the ability here, track crops. So that is because of the crafting decisions we made. And maybe during this episode or sometime soon, we'll go in and do those little crafting quests that kind of introduce how to do questing. How to do crafting with the 3 crafting types that we have under our profession. So we'll look at doing that at some point. But right now I want to focus on, let's just make some progress here, see how powerful we feel our character is now, and if we have any difficulties going through some of these initial quests.
What do you need?
Alright, so his ledger is going to be out here. So the first thing okay, Den of Wolves. I don't remember where everything is, but I typically find in this area that we can just start, as we approach things, we'll get the notification if it's something that's for the quest. We can kind of hover over it. Oh, here's another quest giver. It's amazing how many quests are over here.
What do you need?
Collect his handkerchief. So you see this spider over here is orange. That means it's, a little high level for us. It's 11, we're 8. This wolf is 9, 8, so that's a little closer. Alright, so we do have a quest about taking out the wolves at the wolf den. Den of Wolves is what it's called. So let's go ahead and start working our way. I think the Den of Wolves is just like up here a little bit, so... Looks like he just called a friend to the party. So right now we're just really rotating between Burning Embers and Gust of Wind. So I'm actually going to move Lightning Strike down a little bit, because by the time Gust of Wind is complete, Burning Embers is available again. Burning Embers stacks, and that's fire damage, which is something that we're really good at doing. So is this a stun? No. That's right. We got this. Takes down their parry chance, and their attack duration's a little longer. So we just leveled up to 9. I think we've got more. Okay, so we could do this first. Put that little sign on him. That's going to debuff the wolf a little bit. This type of enemy, we don't need to do that, but we certainly can. I think that bear was stunned for a minute there. Alright. Let's go ahead and finish up these wolves, and then we'll check out our new... I think at level 9, I think 9. I think the odd levels we get a skill point. So what are we on here? Guard. So if I don't tell him to attack, the bear's just a little slow on the uptick. It's not until the wolf actually hits us that he's engaging. So we'll go ahead and have him attack first. Debuff him and go. Definitely seeing our DPS go up a little bit. I mean, if you notice, by the time we get that second burning embers on him, yeah, they're already pretty low, and that was without any attacks from the bear that time. Okay. So we can... You notice that it doesn't tell us any more information. Like if I hover on a wolf, if we had an active... Oh, what do they call them? An active deed to kill a certain amount of wolves in this area, then we would be able to see that when we hovered over the wolf, but we didn't. Alright, so one of the quests looks like we can get out of this recruit's bag, which I can only assume that there's typically enemies here, and they haven't spawned yet, so... yeah, so we're good. Do we get anything from these guys? Alright, so here's an example. We have 2 different quests that we can get from the Blackwold Sergeant. So let's definitely attack him. Hopefully all of those other mobs don't... Oh, they are. So this is going to be a really interesting experiment here. Alright, we got a new deed, Brigand Slayer. I kind of wanted to get them back together close, so that's why I attacked this one next. He peeled off. I think the bear should pull his aggro, yeah. So we're good. Alright, and this dude's asleep, but let's go ahead and get him as well. So we just collected the fishing pole. Again, we're just getting through so many different quests here. Alright. Deed bestowed. Defeat brigands in Breeland. So this is just the Brigand Slayer. And then I think after we finish this, so after we kill 30 brigands, then it'll go to the advanced version of this deed. But for just the basic one, we get Reputation with Men of Bree, and we get LOTRO points as well as a new title. So again, I really like how they handle this. I'm not sure, did we take out Captain Dogwood yet? I don't think we did. He just spawned and started walking around there. Yeah, he's a little tougher, isn't he? Not tough enough, though. When our dots start piling up and the bear's over there doing some damage to him, pretty good. Can't forget about our little heal that we have for the bear. Oh, do we need to pick this up for something? I'm glad I noticed that. Alright. Yeah, so we're good. It's, let's get off to the side here. I want to see something. We've finished enough quests now. Do we have anything for this? Let's kill one of these just to make sure. I don't think there's a boar deed in this area in Bree, but let's just make sure. Alright, so we want to look at our active quests. When there's this check mark over here... Oh yeah, somebody wanted me to see if there's a way to... So I don't think we can change font, but hopefully I'll remember next time we talk to somebody to see if there's a way to make the window a little bigger. Maybe it'll be a little more legible. Alright, so we pick that up so we can uncheck this one. We haven't finished this one, so we'll leave that. We did pick up that, so we can uncheck that one. We want to track this one. Track that one. How many is that? 5. But we already finished this one as well. So we can track this one. So now we're tracking everything. Oh, we did finish this as well. So technically, we're we only have 4 active quests. And it looks like one of them, the red is right down here, which is valuables. Oh, y'all can't see this, can you? So this is tracking the 5 quests we're showing. So you get an idea. This one is down here, and then the other two are either straight above us or up and to the right over there. So let's go this way. Again, I don't fully remember. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I think we just have to hit these guys until one of them will drop the valuables for us. But if nothing else, it's a chance. Oh, we already got it. Okay. Let's take out a few more while we're here, though. Oh, I never did put that next point in, did I? Alright, we're going to go take out the supervisor. Okay, so Sally's chain dropped, but the valuables still haven't. I gotcha. So we do still need to be doing this. Let's give our bear a little bit of life. Alright, we found the receipt. Let's see if it spreads to this guy. It did not. There's only a chance. Oh, maybe it did, because he aggroed on us. So it must have done some damage to him. Oh, yeah, there we go. It did spread to him. No, that's from what we just attacked with. I don't know. There's a chance that it will... Wow. 2 flanks in a row. There's a chance that it will spread to them. Alright, so we're starting the process of picking up these recipes. So if it's not a jeweler and woodworker, so we're not either one of those, I'm actually going to... Did we pick up multiple of the same thing? Oh, no. I'm actually going to sell these if it's not something we have. You may want to keep them if you are going to end up running several alts. But especially these low-level ones, they drop so frequently that to me it seems like maybe not worth worrying about, like, oh, do I have enough inventory space in my shared storage? Those are early-level recipes. They're a dime a dozen. At least the blank ones are, the normal ones are. And you also are going to out-level that stuff anyway. You're not going to need to or want to make a bunch of that low-level stuff. So being a completionist with the low-level recipes, unless it's just something you want to do, probably not as big a deal. As with any casting class, one thing we want to look for as we get into the skill trees and start picking up gear with abilities and stuff, anything that decreases our casting time is going to be really powerful. Just to allow us to get those stacks more quickly on the enemies. I have died here. I think if you get into a fight with some of these other folks and then you also get coal engaged, if you're a little lower level, a little squishy, this can be a little bit of a dangerous spot. So this shattered pitcher right here, if we were a scholar, that's something that we would pick up. That's one of the scholar based items. We got this, no problem. Go ahead and electrocute. All right. Start making that silver. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do is reconnecting ties. which is talk to Koval Woodwright. So he must be up here somewhere. Oh, is this inside? I think I remember where this is. All right, so like, let's see our progress on Brigand Slayer. We've done 16 out of 30. Now, one thing that's nice, I've always loved this about LOTRO, is when you get to be high enough level to run skirmishes. If the skirmish takes place in this location, so let's say there's skirmishes in Bree, then you're working towards your deeds. You don't have to be out in the open world to progress on these deeds, so it's just really cool. All right, so we'll have to run from him if he aggroes on us. He's level 15 unique. It'd be cool, like, once we get to level 15, 18, something like that, if we think about it, to come back and take him out. I usually don't remember to do that, but he's like a really dangerous mob that I'm sure has accounted for a lot of players not getting the title for making it to level 20 without dying over the years. All right, I guess we're going to continue. I'm still not sure. We're doing so much fire damage. I feel like this is the right choice, but we're going to continue this until we fill that up. So now we've got 2 out of 3 on Master of Fire, which means now we have plus 10% fire type damage. All right, let's go ahead and... we've still got a ways over this way, so maybe we won't engage yet. Let's keep our eye out for that thing, though. Oh, yeah. This guy's just outside. There he is. This guy's just outside. I think we just talked to him and then end up fighting him, right? I think he's on the other side of this tree. We just want to make sure we don't run into Balgarch.
What do you need?
Okay, so let's go over here and let's just reevaluate, make sure we've done everything that we can do up here. I believe we have. Now the next like level of quest will send us right back to this same area pretty much, but a little further in. Okay, so yeah, we're good. I believe we have done everything. And we're already pretty close to level 10. So I would think that turning these quests in that we finished will get us well into 10. And maybe we'll go ahead and use our first bit of the boost to rested XP. I mentioned it back in the first episode, I think. It doesn't really make too much sense to use it too early because you level so quickly. And you only have like 5 charges a week to use as a VIP premium player. So, but level 10, I mean, we'll start using 1 or 2. You also are just kind of wasting it if you don't use any charges of it for the week. So, how far is this wolf going to chase us? There we go.
Hello.
Okay, so let me see here. Oh, I was wrong. My apologies, Reavers. No, who was it? Hold on, let me see who asked. Just take me a second here. Relicade. I don't know why I couldn't remember your name, Relicade. Apparently it is possible to change the font. It looks like it's just the going back and forth between small and capitalized. So I guess let me know if that helps. The other thing I could try doing... Let's see. Okay, this might not actually be beneficial. So anyway, yeah, let me know if that helps. Okay. And one thing I will say, I've talked about, I think, in the first episode, how the graphics, it would be nice to get a graphical overhaul. And that's possible. I think there's potentially plans to address that. But I will say that later content, like the more you get into expansions, the better things tend to look. So the more recent stuff, you know, they're able to do a little more with the engine than they were able to do back here in the beginning. But alright, we just unlocked a bunch of stuff because we hit level 10. We got 5 LOTRO points. Level 10 unlocked epic battles. We got a new title. This is probably for making it to level 10 without dying, if I had to guess. Yes, the undefeated. New skirmishes available, and that's just the epic battles. The regular skirmishes are not available yet, and that's the regular skirmishes is what, for low-level players at least, once you get those, that's the more interesting thing.
Greetings. Might I take a moment of your time?
It looks like we've got one more to turn in over here. So it looks like we also got a new ability, Blinding Flash. So this will daze the enemy, but damage will break its stupor. 40-meter range. It has a 15-second cooldown, but it dazes them for 30 seconds. So as long as they're not taking damage, which with our AoE effect, that can be a little tricky sometimes, but it's still a helpful tool to have. We might actually be pretty close to 11 by the time we turn in all these quests. Okay, do we want Vitality or Might? We don't want Might as a lore master, so we'll take Vitality. And that's a good reminder, I have not been eating food. We need to do that. So now that we're leveling up, some of these creatures and stuff are now lower level, so their colors turn to either blue or even like a bluish green to signify that. So we don't really want agility either. I think we probably are just going to get rid of the mushrooms, because we now have something that gives us more agility, and again, agility isn't like our most desirable stat anyway as a lore master. Now if we was a hunter, we'd be pretty excited about that. How low do we have the volume?
How can I be of service?
Woe to me. Will you let me speak my piece?
Collect padded gloves. Starting to load up on
How can I be of service? Stay a moment.
additional quests out there.
What can I do for you?
Alright, we don't really want either one of these because of the earrings we're wearing already. So we'll just be selling that as well. So we need to talk to Underhill about the epic quest.
How can I be of service?
I think we have several gear upgrades we need to equip.
Could I speak with you a moment?
All right. So let's look at gear to upgrade, and then let's sell a bunch of stuff and kind of clean everything up. So this is an upgrade. This should be an upgrade. Yeah. We'd rather have fate and more armor instead of agility and less armor. This is an upgrade. But they're purple. We'll go and equip the inferior farmer tools. When we start getting into crafting for real, though, we're gonna get a universal crafting thing. So we had to be level 9 to open up the new gift level for Explorer, and then there's also one for 10, gift for the Journeyman, and then the next one will be at 15, so it skips a little bit. Let's get rid of some of this. Oh, I don't want to get rid of a Slayer deed. We'll actually put that in our bank, because you want to be pretty intentional. That helps you get through a Slayer deed a lot more quickly. Okay, so what do we have to sell? I guess the one question is, do we want to use some of this stuff for task turn-ins to get some reputation? It probably is worth doing that. So let's hold on to these items. Like this one says this item may be turned in for tasks, so we don't want to sell that one. If they don't say that, then we'll go ahead and turn them in. The decision is always how much do we want to keep in terms of like these jewels, for example. It is nice to have a pile of jewels if you run up a jeweler. So I'll probably keep those, although I don't know that I'm going to keep all of the materials we find. We'll just have to wait. We'll just have to kind of see how it goes. But we're doing good. I mean, our inventory is very much under control. No worries with that. Do we still have anything to turn in? Back in comb. Wait, comb? Wait, comb is here. Oh, there's Staddle. Yeah, we haven't made it to Staddle yet. Where is that? Reconnecting ties. It looks like it's like... It just looks like we're on top of it. Oh, it's this person.
I'm sorry. Did you need something?
There's 11. Alright, so we have another point to spend. So we are now maxed out on fire damage. That means that we're doing 15% increased damage on fire. For the next two, we'll take tactical damage. And then we'll get to look at a different row. So the other exciting thing is once we get 5 points into Nature's Fury, we'll open up this set bonus, which is 15% cash out damage from Lightning Strike and Lightning Storm. So in 2 more ranks, we'll get access to that. So it's even more cash out damage when you do Lightning Strike or Lightning Storm, which we don't have yet.
A lovely day.
Okay, so here's the epic quest line. Hello, what's this? Ellie Cutleaf? Well, I should have guessed. She's smart and disreputable by all accounts, and she's just the sort who might lead us to the Black Wold agent. She won't lead you to this Amdir fellow, I don't think, but it's a start. We must gain access to the leader somehow. He'll have the answers we seek. So once again, it doesn't matter which earring we take, because we're already wearing earrings. They're going to be better than that. But this is the prologue, still in the prologue, Finding Amdir. Cutleaf's good intentions. I'm curious how this is if it's going to be... Yeah, hopefully that'll be better now that it's capitalized at least. Wait, did it go back to... Ooh. Do I have to click that every time? What do these options do? Now here's an idea. Ellie is looking for new blood, so why not help her out? You could mask yourself as a ruffian, offer to join the Blackwolds, gain her confidence, and we might find out where the Blackwold leaders are hiding. Of course, it would be dangerous. Do you think you're up to the task? Ellie's house is in the northwest corner of town by the pond. There are some large cages nearby. She breeds dogs. Go and speak with her, and remember, you're a brigand. But this will give us a staff, and look at this. The first weapon, staff, that we can get that will actually increase our stat. So not only is it a DPS increase, but also gives us will, which as a lore master, will is going to increase our physical mastery, tactical mitigation, and resistance ratings. It is a very important stat as a lore master. Vitality is another important stat. Fate is another important stat. And then agility and might are not important. I guess agility increases your critical rating, so it's probably better than might for a lore master. In fact, fate increases your critical rating as well. So I'm going to say that fate is slightly better than agility for lore master, although it's maybe closer than you might think. But I think that's probably true. I think of will and fate as being better for magic users. What is this quest right here? Rurik Fennel Locksmith. Talk to Rurik Fennel and Comb. Is he over here? Oh yeah, there he is.
What do you need?
Okay, we're going back and forth between Rurik Fennel and Constable Sage here.
What can I do for you?
Okay.
I'll speak with you a moment.
His master key. All right, because we will end up going back over into Chetwood again. But for now, let's go follow this prologue and go talk to Cutleaf. Ellie Cutleaf. Whew. Quite the outfit. We will start messing around with cosmetics at some point, but I just... somehow it doesn't seem right to me to like look too good when you're still pretty low level. So we'll see. And it's always fun just to see what the gear you're picking up looks like, at least to me, even if it's dreadful. Not another one. I thought I'd gotten all those letters back. You'd be better served just going home. You don't want to join up with the Blackwolds. I listened to Skunkwood, their leader, and helped them breed some wolves. I admit it. I did it for the promise of riches, but I regret it. Jaggerjack is their head wolf master, and he had me breed a local wolf with one of them wargs. When they took me in their camp deep within the Chetwood, I got feared right quick. There's something not right there. I've done something terrible, Grimdaw, and I need help getting out. The den mother I helped them breed is kept at Skunkwood's farm in the North Chetwood. She needs to be killed before her next litter is born, else her pups will do worse damage to the Chetwood and other folk here. All right. So we're getting involved in some story here. Nice little pond. Too bad we haven't picked up our fishing hobby. We could see what they keep in the pond. Okay, so we don't want to go down to that quest. Let's untrack that one, which is this one, right? Yeah, we're not going down to Staddle yet. Saddle? Staddle. We're not going down to Staddle yet. I actually kind of want to go ahead and let's do the crafting thing real quick. Or at least progress those quests. Because we have farming and cooking, I don't know how much we can do in the crafting hall. I may be remembering wrong. Maybe they have farming. Surely you got to be outside though. Alright, so. Alright, here's the novice cook. Let's see what she has us do. Introduction to cooking. Take this crate. So all of these introduction quests, I'm going to go ahead and equip the cooking supplies so we can do this. All of these quests basically give you some basic ingredients. So we're going to open the crate she just gave us. And now we're going to craft a cup of spring barley flour. So for cooking, one of the ways you do that is you click on the stove, oven, whatever this is. You go to ingredients and we're going to fix a cup of spring barley flour. Okay. Now, using the ingredients you have obtained, cook a hard biscuit. So now we're going to go to trail food, shire pudding. Nope. Cooked food, hard biscuits. That's what we want. So let's see what hard biscuits give you. Removes up to 1 wound. Poison effect with maximum strength of 10 from the target. Also gives you a bunch of regen. So again, the buffs and stuff from food can be really significant. I'm really glad that we're doing cooking on this character.
Good day.
All right, so we finished that. So that's the introduction to cooking. That's all there is to it. They just want to teach you the basics of crafting, which is helpful because honestly, crafting can get pretty complex as you move through the game. It's a lot of fun though. All right, so same thing with tailoring. We need to equip the tailoring tools. And then we actually don't have to do that to open the crate, but we're going to have to do that to use the workbench to progress. So we need to make a rough cloth cloak. So tailoring, is this the right? I think it is. All right, so we have a bolt of rough cloth and some light leathers. So we'll make that really quick. See, he gets out his little tailoring table and goes to town. And that's all there is to the tailoring one.
How can I be of service?
Okay, so let's see how close the farming. We got a crafting quest to talk to Jeffrey Fuller or something. All right, let's see where farming is. I mean, obviously it's going to be outside. And we can go ahead and equip our farming tool. This cloak we made is not bad, but I think I'd rather stay with the Fate. So we'll keep the other one on. And there's a biscuit, which is better than agility, so we'll eat that at some point. All right, so where is introduction to farming? Straight south, almost to Staddle. So we'll wait and do that. Where is Jeffrey Fuller at? Let's see what it says. Oh, he's in Combe. Oh, he wants us to padded gloves. I'm assuming we don't have the recipe for that. All right, let me think about, I mean, we may have the recipe, assuming we don't have what we need to do it. So where do I get to? All right, here we go. We click on this button down here. We go to tailor. And where are the gloves? Oh, those are cloth gloves. We want padded gloves. So we will need brushed light leather and a spool of rough thread. Brushed light leather. That might be something we can make actually. Because we do have some leather. Let's see about this real quick. It would be cool to turn in that crafting quest. Alright, so tailor, processing, brushed light leather. Oh, we need light leather shavings. Right? Is it not a tailor that can make... Is there a leather worker? I'm trying to remember... You would think, would you think it would be Taylor that could do the... I think it is, but I'm not sure. Maybe we just haven't started to pick up the... Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. So hopefully we'll... so this is light hides. Oh, it's foresters that do that. So we're really not going to be able to progress tailoring unless we create another alt that does foresting. So we can pretty much forget about tailoring until we get that sort of working together with another character. So we're probably going to, for now at least, focus on cooking and farming. I do have one or two. Now, so that's something that if we do create a hobbit, like we talked about a hobbit hunter, I could see them having forester as one of their things. Okay. Either way, for now, so I think we might want to, well, certainly don't track it, and eventually we'll probably cancel that quest. I do feel like that I sometimes have more quests when I come back out the second time, but I don't know if I'm missing something or if I'm just remembering wrong. There's another workbench if we wanted to do some crafting out here. Okay. So let's go take care of the prologue quest first. We want to prioritize that. And it's in a slightly different direction, which is defeating the Skunkwood Den Mother. Oh yeah, and I said we were going to do one of the Alright, so if you go to perks, you can see on our account we have 6,450 destiny points. For 250 destiny points, we can click on this up to 5 times per 3 days or whatever it is. 5 days, I can't remember. But notice the experience bar down here at the bottom of the screen. So do you see that blue there? That is showing how much accelerated experience we're going to gain. So it's almost like rested experience, which you can also get in this game, but instead in this case it's provided from the accelerated experience perk. It's very cool. And I'll go ahead and click it one more time and then we'll be down to 3 uses. Again, basically my goal with this is just to never let it be maxed out so that we're not earning charges back. But I also don't want to use them all at such a low level, because when you're at a higher level, like let's say when we hit level 20, which according to how many episodes we do in a short amount of time, that can happen pretty quickly. So when you're at that point, getting that chunk of XP progress on your bar is a lot more meaningful than when you're 11, because you level so fast at 11. Hopefully that makes sense. But anyway, so now as we kill stuff, turn in quests or whatever, we'll just gain that part of the leveling bar much more quickly. All right, let's start taking some of these wolves out so we don't get... Okay. Now, these wolves are only level 9, so that's part of the issue, but I think that because of our increase in fire damage, and remember, as we level up, our pet's leveling up too, so the bear potentially is doing a little more effective damage now too, but it just seems like we are starting to see that power level of the Lore Master come into its own. think for a lot of the classes that don't start off as strong, and I would count the Lore Master as one of those, by the time you start getting up to like level 30, 35, you see some of those combos, some of the strengths really starting to stand out. But even now, we're already seeing a pretty good increase of power. So we're able to get through mobs a little more quickly than we were. Let's let the bear take the brunt of the damage here. So I think when we use this ability, it will bring the Den Mother off towards us. There's our stun ability. Get a little space for us. There we go. That's interesting. So it's the forester. That makes sense because like the crafting profession that picks up the ore, where you can go and gather all the ore, prospector, that's also the one that turns that ore into you know, metal bars and such that can be used in crafting. So it makes sense it would be that way with the forester as well, I guess. I know that the epic quest line is going to send us back up into this area at least one more time, but we'll see. Alright, this is the Blackwold headquarters. So we are wanting to... Thieves. Find the master key. Oh, I know where that is. I don't know if I can get up here right here, though. Oh, I bet we can. Okay. Alright, so let's get ready for some combat here. Again, we're going to go ahead and stun him. Focus on the other target. So the reason why he didn't stay stunned longer is because we had our damage over time ability on him. So as soon as the next tick happened, he became he was no longer stunned. Alright, we're getting a little low on health. Let's go ahead and eat our biscuit. Man, we really took a lot of damage from something. I didn't really notice what hit us that hard, but... And then let's go ahead and get our bear to attack him. Because I don't know how many enemies he's going to pull. Looks like 2. I'm going to go ahead and take this guy out first. Hopefully the bear lasts. Now we can heal the bear. Yeah, that bear is doing a lot of damage too now. I mean, this is a more difficult mob than just a normal mob, and the bear soloed it, pretty much took it out by himself. Always nice to kill a few extra brigands, make the Chetwood a little safer, and also work towards our deed. I feel like I need to have a shortcut to we can't use a dagger. That makes sense. We're starting to get like real weapons and gear to drop though. I guess now that we're level 10, I don't know. I need a shortcut so that I can heal my bear a little more easily. it is helpful to rotate through abilities that you don't normally use as much, because there are deeds that you unlock as you get higher and higher level for using each of your abilities or some of your abilities a certain amount of times per day. And so even though like there might be a most efficient ability that you want to use, it is sometimes worth using some of the other ones as well. Well, goodness. I think we just keep running here. We don't want to take chances. So this is more treasure. Collect strong box. Is our bear still with us? He's still fighting something, but I think by the time he gets back over here, it will stop chasing him, so. Yeah, we're good. All right. It looks to me like it's right on the other side of this wall. I'm not sure where the strong box is. The bear's gonna have a hard time getting in here, like the path we just took. Hopefully the bear doesn't bring a bunch of enemies with him. No, I think we're good. Okay. So, man, hopefully I'm going to be able to edit this down. I had to take that phone call, so if I'm able to edit it, then it'll be no big deal to you. If I'm not, then I really don't know what that will mean. Anyway, let us continue and assume that I have figured out how to work that out after the fact. All right, we're on our last little quest out here, and then this will be probably a good stopping point. I think the strongbox we need is right over there. Well, this is a little dangerous. I should have sent the bear in first to take on 2 targets like this. Oh, we just completed the first layer of Brigand Slayer. That is awesome. Alright, let's grab this and we can get out of here. We'll look at that. Let's get out of here so we don't get bombarded, and then we'll look at what that means. Ooh, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. This is where things get a little dangerous. Can we climb up here? Yeah, okay. Alright. So that's level 15. We're level 11 now. I still don't think it's worth it to try to go after him. We want to be much higher level, I think. So we're level 11 and getting close to 12. One thing we haven't looked at all yet are racial traits, but we haven't unlocked any yet, so nothing to see there yet. And then virtues. Okay, let me get us back on the main road here. So, is there anything we need to turn in? Nope. Alright, so let's look at these. I'm not sure. Can we start earning these? Yeah, I guess we can. Alright, so we need to take a moment and think about what virtue we want to earn first. You can eventually... oh, wait. No, we can't equip them yet. Oh, it says we can't do it while we're in combat. Okay. Let's get out of combat, then let's see if it says... How are we not out of combat yet? That is hard to believe. Alright, we're out of combat now. So actually, we can equip 3 virtues at this point. So we probably should have been earning virtues already. I didn't even think about looking at these. Alright, this gives us... This gives us resistance, mitigation, vitality, mitigation. I think a lot of times you do want to use virtues to get some defensive mitigations. We'll just pick one that seems pretty safe to start earning first. So like this, I mean, this honesty would just be a really good virtue for Lore Master if you want to play into your offensive abilities. So we'll start with honesty. So this will be earning virtue. Man, it's been changed how these earn now. So well, I may have to do some reading up on it. I don't want to say something and then it's incorrect. But okay, so we got 5 LOTRO points for completing the Brigand Slayer deed. We also got a title. And if we wanted to be known as Grimdaw Watcher of Roads, which that's kind of cool. We'll make that our active title for now. And then we got a new deed, which is Brigand Slayer Advance. So now we need to get to 60 brigands in Bree, but that will give us 30 marks, 2,000 virtue experience. So there you go. Deeds. That's one way we get virtue experience. And then increased reputation with Bree. Now, another way you get virtue experience are, and some of these I put in the bank, but we probably still have one. So look at this right here. We get 50 virtue XP for consuming this. So now we can definitely start consuming some of those. We'll get a lot of those as we're playing. And you see how that gave us 950 is what we're at right now. No. We're at 50. 950 is what we need for next rank. And then once we hit rank 1, we can actually equip it, and that'll start giving us a bonus. All right.
How can I be of service?
Okay, do we want might or vitality? We want vitality. We also picked up another bracelet, maximum power or will. We want will. I think we always want to prioritize will. All right, we just got to level 12. We earned 200 destiny points. Remember, that's what we use to get our faster XP gain. And we earned 10 LOTRO points. Why did we earn that? Quest within Breeland. So we just finished 15 quests within Breeland. We got virtue experience, very cool. And now we have the advanced Breeland adventurer. So when we get to 30 quests, there'll be another chance. So that gave us 10 LOTRO points. Remember, LOTRO points is what we can purchase stuff in the LOTRO store with. Which it should still be the same stuff on sale that the last time. I think it's still the same, technically within the same week or however long these get. Which it might be fun to choose. If there was a really cool cosmetic, jacket or something, maybe next episode we'll look at that. I don't mind doing that occasionally. Because we are VIP or whatever, we're earning those pretty regularly. Okay, so this is the last one we got. Currently, we don't have any of these equipped. Okay, so we have agility, vitality, and tactical mitigation. That seems like a pretty strong one. Or will or vitality. So do we want... No, this is definitely... That's definitely the one. And then will to go with that. So that's going to really help our character in terms of progression. Being a little bit more powerful. Oh, did we get that? Yes. No. That's not the one I was thinking of. That is still an increase. And look, it looks cool. But the other one must be from a quest reward. This is medium armor, so our character can't wear those. I think besides that, we're good. It's another lore master. Kefron. Alright, so we're supposed to go back to talk to Ellie. We'll do that. And then we'll see what she has us do next, and then we'll probably wrap it up. But Ellie's going to give us that upgraded staff. Hopefully the staff looks pretty cool, but it's going to have will on it, so it'll be a no-brainer. Hey, Ellie.
What do you need?
I'm glad that you were able to defeat the Den Mother before she bore any more of those half-wargs. Now there's just Skunkwood to deal with. He spends most of his time in the Blackwold hideout these days. There's dark-skinned men who sometimes attend him, clearly not from these parts. And that Jagger Jack fellow.
Stay a moment.
When Skunkwood took me to Blackwold's encampment in the Chetwood, I met Jagger Jack. Jack is training the wolves for the Blackwolds. He keeps most of them deep in the ruins of the north parts of the woods. If we're going to put a stop to the Blackwolds, we may need to do a little mischief our own. I'm not wont to do this, mind you, but we need to stop them wolves before they're used against Combe. Leecher Cartwell can help us and will. Talk to him at the house up the cliffside at Combe entrance. Tell him you need a poison to kill the wolves. All right. So let's see what this looks like. Too bad. But it does give us... It is worth it. Gives us that will. But it's not as unique looking as that other one. Now, cosmetics... We could also... So we could also change the cosmetic of our weapon. I couldn't remember if that was a part of cosmetics or not. Thank you all for... There's been a lot of support. I mean, just really surprised me how many of you have been hanging in here with me for this series. I really appreciate it. I really love this world of Middle Earth, and even though it's an old MMO, it's still a great one. All right. Ellie got herself in trouble, did she? I've been near the wood of late to gather herbs and such. Something has the animals there stirred up for certain. If this will help make things right between Ellie and the Combe folk, I will help. I think I know just the thing. I'll need fresh honey, blackwort root, and several red berries. There's beehives behind the abandoned house south of Combe. The berries grow in patches in a valley under the hill behind the house, and blackwort root is found near the wolf den in North Chetwood. All right. Okay, so this is probably going to be a good place to stop here. We'll go hang out with these farmers. Okay, as always, thanks for watching. Let's make sure we don't have any, no points to spend or anything. This would be a good point to stop. I will hopefully be able to get another one of these made soon, but I really appreciate you checking this out, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks again.